Alright, so now what I'm going to do is tape off the screen in the spots that I didn't emulse when I originally coated it, and any little holes that I can see available right now, plus also the chest piece is on the other side, so I can save some screens. And I'll tape that off so the ink doesn't go through that onto the shirt while I'm printing the backs. So usually I have thicker tape, but honestly I ran out. So in the essence of just getting this done, instead of running out and getting more tape, I'm just going to use the thinner tape. But it works for the time being. Just have to do it twice as much. So I get the sides taped up. That way when I'm running the squeegee across it, ink doesn't come oozing through the sides on the shirt. And I'll just keep on going around the frame and the open spots. For the time being, I'm going to leave these registration marks on there because that's going to help me line up the screens and make sure the two colors match up just right. And onto the chest piece, which I'll take from the other side, because when ink hits the adhesive glue on this tape, it gets kind of hard and starts to solidify. So if I tape on the other side of the screen, the tape never hits the adhesive stuff. Yeah, buddy? You have to go potty? Well, then I think we better stop what we're doing and take you to the potty. So anyway, we'll be back. I'll have this all taped up. Evan will have gone potty, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so here's what happened while we took a little break. Evan went potty. I taped up the rest of the screens and loaded them with ink, put the squeegees on, all that kind of stuff. I also laid down my first coat of yellow on the screen, and I'm going to use that as my base for lining up the red screen. I went ahead and dried it under the flash dryer so it's not going to glue up on the bottom of the other screen. I'm going to lay down my red, and really what I'm doing right now is checking my registration marks. It's close, but no cigar. What I need to do is move these registration marks until they line up perfectly. If you can see where the little ghost image is, where it's a little bit off. And I'll do that to make sure that all the colors stay nice and tight together, and they also don't overlap too much, at least. There's going to be just a hair of overlapping, and they're designed that way so that way there's no gaps throughout the artwork. So the yellow is going to butt right up against the red real nice for us. So I just make some adjustments. Shouldn't take me too awful long. The beauty of these presses is once you get them lined up and registered, everything's dandy. So go ahead and give it a little nudge here and there. Make sure everything's good there. Be very tight everywhere. And that's what we're looking for. This over just beginning of the bottom. Beauty. And tighten her back up. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Raise it up, set it back down again, make sure it stayed on register. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and print again here in a second. What I need to do is run my ink over. Yeah, buddy?
Can you come look at my phone?
Sure I can. I'm going to get a nice layer of ink through here. Press it on down, just like I did with the yellow one. You got to kind of work it into the screen for the first print or so. Make sure it all gets nice and saturated and goes through all the little bitty openings where we blew out that emulsion. So anyway, pressing down, giving it a good clear. That's going to work. That's pretty beautiful. Again, it's just a test print, so it's not going to be perfect, but what you see is that everything lines up nice and tight and covers itself up. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off, or put some more tape on actually, the registration marks, so they don't show through. I'll do one more test print, make sure it all looks good, cover up any little pinholes that I found, and we'll go from there. Alright, so now what I've done is I've put down all my shirts, I taped up all my registration marks, any little pinholes that were getting ink through, and I'm ready to go into production. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end up having to do 2 coats of each again, because I don't want to put down the really thick light white, and for 2 I just want to have the colors pop, so I'm going to make sure that they sit on the shirt real nice and they dry real well. So let's go ahead and put the first one into place, and we'll start with the yellow. See, it's there and it's bright, but it's not good stuff bright yet. So we're going to go ahead and lay them down twice, just to make sure it really pops out. Plus, when it dries, it tends to darken up a little bit. So I just want to make sure it dries real nice with 2 nice solid coats of ink on it. This one's only a 2 color, so it won't take as long as some of the other videos. One more coat of yellow for this pass. Now remember, all that time I took to register will pay off here, because when you got to lift up and put down another coat, you got to make sure everything's dead on. And that's one thing that this particular printing press is really good for. And of course, if you do the maintenance on it and keep it up, things can last you forever. So I'm going to get a nice thick coat on the top here. Work it in all the holes and then clear it off the top. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Big difference between this one, if you can see it from there, and that one. Big noticeable difference. And again, like I said, I mean, there's no sense in half-assing anything. If you're going to do this, you might as well look good. You might as well take the extra steps to ensure that your customer is going to get what he pays for, and is going to like the shirt that he ends up with. Beautiful. Nice thick coat. Press it on down. Clear out every little hole in that screen, so you end up with a nice coat. There we go. And try not to sweat it with this shirt while you're making it. Okay, so I've got my 2 coats of yellow down. Let's go ahead and start on the red. And again, red, even more so than the yellow, notoriously doesn't like to cover up black. So I know it's going to take 2 coats of the red to get the effect that I'm looking for. So there's one red. I'm doing kind of a backward stroke. I'm filling it going in one direction, and then I'm filling it again going a couple times in the next direction, just to make sure I get it on there thick. Because I want the red to stand out. And again, it's good that I didn't put down the white. 2 coats of this ink is a lot thinner than 1 coat of white and 1 coat of this ink. That's the difference. And that's how much of a difference there is when you put down the white. So I like to give my customers a shirt that isn't just laden with ink. Coming around to the second pass of red. See the difference that this makes. Again, fill the screen nice and full of ink, and then give it a slice. Beautiful. Pops right out for us. 3 more to go. See the difference between this red and that red? Huge jump in brightness. I could stop here, but I'm actually going to lay down one more thin little coat of red on top of this, just to stay positive. It's going to be nice and bright for everybody. This last coat I don't have to work in quite as much, since I've already got a good foundation going. Again, it's just the extra step. And it's something you got to judge as you're going. You got to see how you feel about it, see what the results are. And if they're not right, dial that puppy in. And there we go. New Jayco shirts on the way. I've still got to do the chest for them. That's what happens when you take your time and you want to make a good looking shirt. And it can't be anything else because it's good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put it into my dryer and continue on. Thanks for watching again. We'll talk to you real soon.